WSSU Ram Nation, Saturday's win against Shaw will go down as the most important win of the season. Now, it may not be the biggest win when all is said and done, and we hope that it won't be, but it is the most important, and I'm going to tell you why. Tell me why. Right after this.
I want you to put the word out there that we back up. Understand me? We back up.
What's up, WSSU Ram Nation? It's SJG. I want to thank you guys for rocking with me once again. Please go ahead, hit that like button, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're looking to get to 500 subscribers by my birthday, November 2nd, right before homecoming. I know you can help me make it happen. I really appreciate it. Also, for me, if you can, I post the Google affiliate links that helps the channel out. It's a small channel right now. I know it'll grow to get bigger, but I want to continue to do it, and purchasing whether it is merch or whether it is, sweatshirts, pink game is coming up pretty soon, things of that nature. When you purchase them, it helps me, it helps this channel, and also helps WSSU is officially licensed merchandise. So please do that. All right, guys, enough of that. Let's talk about Saturday's game against Shaw. Now, Saturday, WSSU came out with a 34-14 win over Shaw. A solid 20-point win, and very important. And I'll tell you why it's so important, because the way the WSSU looked against Virginia Union in Richmond did not look ready for prime time, did not look like we were ready for big boy competition. And it's one of those games where, it is one loss, but if you can't shake that off, it can mount up. And Shaw's a team that came in looking like they were capable of being another CIAA contender. They came in with the exact same record as us. We know that they have lost to us the previous 2 years. And so we knew that they were going to come in hungry, and we're going to get everybody's best shot, right? That's just kind of how this thing works. So, a very important game for WSSU. Obviously, a lot of things went right for them. Over 500 yards of offense. That was amazing. But it all started with one drive. And I think if this was the most important game, and right now I feel like that was the most important win of the season, then this first drive that they went on was the most important drive of the season. But I could show you probably better than I could tell you. So I'll do a little bit of both. Come on. All right, so starting off at the 5-yard line here. Kick return did not go the way we wanted, so 5-yard line. All year, sustained drives have been tough for us to come by, and so we start at the 5. Let's go. All right, Daylan drops back. He doesn't see anything. He's in his end zone. He does what he needs to do, get out of his end zone, try to get some positive yards. Second play, just an out to the receiver. Again, you're just trying to make sure you're not going backwards and try to get some yardage towards the first down. Here we go on a third down. 3rd and 2. Clutch catch by Jaden Grimes. Grimes has been huge all year, and Saturday's game was no exception. Once again, showing up big. 1st and 10 here. It's the first run of the game. Jaquan Stafford got the start here. He's our punt returner. And they've been using him a little bit more on offense. I'm glad to see that. All right, here we go. All right, big pass play right here from Daylan. Again, if you give that guy time, he can get it done. And he's got enough receivers who know how to get open. We've seen that a lot in the last couple of weeks. Here we go, handing the ball off to Javon Hester, who had a monster game on Saturday. The best of his career and the best of the season so far. All right, now here, Daylan kind of tries to get greedy a little bit, and it could have cost him, but it didn't. Shaw guy made a good play on the ball. But he learned from his mistake. Next down, he hits Hester, and Hester, again, just doing what he does. When he gets that ball, man, he's tough to bring down, whether it's on the run or the pass. So great effort by him. Again, he would have a monster day. Here they go. They feed the man. Boom, just running downhill. You love that about him. Someone compared him to Nick Cooper. My guy K. Fur compared him kind of to Nick Cooper. I can kind of see that a little bit. And here he goes again. He's getting a good block from Keith Quick, and he just knows what to do with it. He knows what to do with that ball in his hands. So now, at this point right here, we are in the red zone. We've had issues in the red zone this season, scoring touchdowns. So it's the first drive of the game, trying to set the tone here. And here we go. First and goal. Daylan finds a receiver on the hitch, gets right there, not punched in yet, close. But we saw against Virginia Union the week 4 where they were close and they went backwards. That would not be the situation here. We get a little bit of a tush push, and Daylan Lee goes into the end zone. That was one of his 2 rushing touchdowns on the day. He's a guy who likes to use his arm, but he has the ability to use his legs, and he showed that ability on Saturday multiple times. There were a lot of things that, obviously we finished over 500 yards of total offense, but let's break down a little bit of the things that we saw within that. All right, so we pick it up late in the first half. Shaw has scored a touchdown. They were not able to get the extra point, and so we have a slim lead. And here we start off. We got Daylan right here. Christian McDonald makes a big catch. He's made a lot of these this year. He's a guy that can go up and get it. Not quite R.J. Mobley yet, but he's shown a lot of potential this year. We like what we see out of him. And here's another time where Daylan just hits his guy over the middle and then finds somebody out in the hitch in the out. And we go up 20-6 after this in the third quarter. And, at this point, we're pretty much in control of the game. And then Javon Hester, again, he had a monster game, 185 yards, 1 touchdown, and that was this 70-yarder. And he just, he was looking like Jim Brown out there, no lie. And then here we go, Daylan Lee. Things break down using his legs. This is what we want to see from him when things break down, because we know he has that ability.
Mortimer, we're back.
Big play from him, and that is how WSSU was able to score its touchdowns. Obviously, the defense played solid as well. There were a couple lapses in pass defense. That's how they were able to get those. There were also some calls that definitely went in other directions, and some of them. One of them was a touchdown that was actually called back by Shaw, which is good, because it actually was not a catch. I have the film. We could talk about that at a later date. But anyway, you see from the very first drive, WSSU kind of showed that's what you want to see. That's the offense that you want to see. Now, there was a lull, and that was the first drive of the half, and then the next scoring drive was the last drive of the half. Ideally, you'd like to do more of that scoring prior to that, but just a really solid offensive effort, not only by Daylan Lee and his guys, but also by the offensive coordinator, Glenn Reese. Early on the offense, it seemed like, it seemed like we needed to open up a little bit more, and it seems like they have opened up the playbook a little bit more, even though, supposedly this is the same offensive system that was ran last year. A little bit different talent there. And so Daylan Lee is starting to look like the Daylan Lee that we thought we would see all season.
That boy is good.
And certainly we saw flashes in the first month, but over these last 3 weeks, he's really turned it on. And I think it was a great bounce back game for him from Virginia Union. Obviously, he was able to throw 1 touchdown, and he threw for 200-plus yards. But, he had several fumbles. You also look at Hester. He's another guy who had several fumbles. The defense, they had some lapses, obviously, against Virginia Union. And so I think it was a great bounce-back game for everybody at this point of the season, because after that Virginia Union loss, if they got too down on themselves, they could have placed themselves in a position to lose this Shaw game. And so now everybody knows that WSSU football is in a position where if they win out, they can find themselves in this championship game. Stay tuned for part 2 of this video, where we talk about what WSSU needs to do to beat Livingstone, restore order, and more importantly, stay in the CIAA championship race. See you in the video.